Hey guys, welcome back to Makeshift. Tonight we're going to be basically finishing up a few welds on the Chevelle here. Bobby's taking care of that. Eric's picking some stuff up, and we're gonna drop this down, move all the stuff that's in the way out of the way, get this outside, turn it around, bring it back in, and then we might even start fitting up the body on it later.
We're just making the last little adjustments. These things are notorious for the frames rotting out on them, and then also we're kind of doing this to lift the body mounts up just a hair more so we can clear the inside of the strengthening bars that we added on the inside. And then we also have a couple body mounts that rotted out, so we'll use these same laser cut spacer washers that we're going to weld onto the frame, and they still socket right in there, and it'll work pretty good, I think.
So we got the Chevelle all flipped around, and Bobby's over here lifting up the motor, and we're about to go get it mocked back up here.
Alright guys, that was a pretty exciting day. We got a lot of stuff done. We got just about everything mocked up. We got our brakes all mocked up on here. We got our QA1 stage 3 suspension and everything with our sway bars, our shocks, our coilovers. We don't have springs in them right now, so we can control the ride height, and we don't have to fight with springs and everything right now. But those will eventually go in there, and we have it together as a full roller. We got a ton of stuff coming up where we still have to finalize the motor. We got to get transmission mounts, everything done. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up, but how do you like that? It's a roller. Sweet. Don't forget to like, click, subscribe, comment below. And that little bell, that's a reminder when we got a new video out. Click that button, it'll give you reminders on when we come out with a new video. Hey guys, we are thrashing like crazy trying to get this Chevelle as a roller and everything. We're just about there. We got to finish up our shock brackets. We had a catastrophe of problem trying to get the shock brackets all redesigned and everything. We went over some different designs, came up with a happy medium on how to get all that done. We also redid our link bar brackets, and we got a little bit of stuff left to do to that. But also this QA1 suspension is kick-ass. You know, it bolts on to most normal cars. So what you're seeing us do here doesn't necessarily mean it won't fit on your car. We're doing that to make room for these 335 tires. We're doing that to get a lower ride height with this bigger diameter wheel, with lowering the car more. We used all the QA1 components, the sway bars, the shocks, the upper lower link bar mounts, all of that stuff. The only thing that we didn't use is the shock mounts that we made all from scratch. So this is going to be a kick-ass thing that you can put on your car to make it handle like a dream at a factory ride height or slightly lower. We're going to go more extreme than that, so that's why we're modifying this stuff here. And don't forget to stay tuned, see what we're doing next. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. So we're going to describe a little bit of why we do a 4-link, a triangulated 4-link. That's the way that the factory did this in the first place. It can work well. A lot of people are like, why would you do a triangulated 4-link like that? Why wouldn't you just do a torque arm on it? Well, for one, we want to retain the back seat in the car. We want to make sure that the family can come with and everything. A torque arm or a 3-link on it starts eliminating that because you have such short room up here. A triangulated 4-link works well if it's set up right and you keep your instant center right on the car, but it also gives this effect here, is we can articulate the suspension and it can go around corners and also compensate for differences in the road. So with that articulation like that, it acts as if it is an independent suspension rear end, because one side's going up, the other side it's just rocking in the middle. So it also works well that way to keep a well-balanced car, and now we can drive it, be comfortable on the street, still have an aggressive sway bar in it and everything, but it still will roll and follow the road well with that. And then you don't need a panhard bar, you don't need a Watts link bar. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to keep that triangulated 4-link and just modify it to fit our needs, to fit these wider tires, get the frame rails narrow. We still have our articulation. We have our kick-ass QA1 shocks, and shocks are everything in handling characteristics of a car. If you're going to put any money in your car and you want it to handle better, the first place I would put it in is shocks. Get good shocks, sway bars, bushings, that stuff will all come after that. Shocks are key to making your car handle.